Oh, sorry. But wait, there's more.
Okay, let's go. Excuse me. I don't know what this thing.
Well, hello there. How are you doing, everyone?
Good.
Let's see, everyone should be muted, right?
Hi, Mr. Eric.
Hi. Let's see. Like this for a second.
Control.
Hi, kids. How you doing? Welcome to our haunted house party. Today we're going to explore this haunted house. Meet some of the inhabitants. I heard it's very haunted. There's all sorts of people in there, and they want to get out. But they're pretty nice, so don't be scared. Nothing to be scared about. My name is Mr. Schmidt, and I am your private investigator, paranormal investigator. We're going to look for some ghosties. Everyone ready to join me? Okay. Does everyone have a magnifying glass, or am I the only one who has this magnifying glass? I see Batman is here today.
Get out.
Did anyone else wear their costumes today? If you did, raise your hand.
Oh, sure. I'll push it.
Oh, that's cool. Let me see if I can see some of you guys.
Me.
Yes.
Anna Fox.
Where are we?
Myself. You're yourself. You're not dressed up.
Oh, look at all of you. I see a cat. I see a witch. Very nice. Let's put back together again.
No.
So the first thing I'm going to ask is, do you guys see me in the big screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Are you guys ready to investigate this house? Raise your hands if you say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So the way this works is I'm going to turn it off and you're going to see a screen and then come back in each room, okay? So here we go. First I'm going to mute. First room we're in is the haunted library. Can you all hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
If you can hear me. Supposedly there's a ghostie in here. A ghostie anywhere? I don't see one.
There's one behind you.
There's one behind me. Hi, ghost. It's a ghostie. See, look, there's a whole bunch of people in there. Say hi.
Not a ghost. You know.
The ghostie, we want to do the monster mash today. Are you going to join us?
Yeah.
You need something to get out of your room? Hey, kids, can you help us find out what she needs to get out of this room so she can go to the lab and do the monster mash?
Obviously, we need a key.
For this one, we're going to do a scavenger hunt. Are you guys ready to do a scavenger hunt?
Yes.
Hi, Ghostie. Okay, listen closely. Each should have in your room, in your house, okay? The first thing has words in it. You can read it and it closes. Can you go find it? Oh, pretty good. Some people have it. I'm gonna give a couple more seconds. What was that? Ghostie, who was that?
This was my best friend.
It was your best friend. Okay, did everyone find it? Okay, someone say, what is it? Just say it.
What is it?
Can anyone tell me what it is? It's a book, that's correct. Okay, the second thing is a circle and it goes on your finger. Can anyone find that? Am I right so far, Ghostie? Yeah? Yeah? Did everyone find something? Okay, someone tell me what it is. Okay, yeah, raise your hand. You have to unmute, I think, right?
A ring.
A ring, that's right. A ring. the next thing we need to find, you can open it,
Can you guys on camera?
rain off of you. What do you think that is?
Okay, Jason.
Oh, hi.
Does anyone know what it is?
What?
Did anyone find it?
Ah,
You can open it,
umbrella.
keeps the rain off of you. What is it?
Umbrella.
That's right, an umbrella. This one goes on your feet and it keeps the rain from getting on your feet. What is that? Does anybody know what it is?
Those are rain boots.
Rain boots. Or what's something else that you take to every day to school?
Shoes.
Shoes. The shoes. And finally, this last thing for this one is something you put on your head. And guess what? It also keeps the rain off your head. What do you think it is?
Rain jacket.
No. On your head? You put a rain jacket on your head?
Hat.
A hat. Okay. So did anyone write down any of these letters? So the first one was a book. What's the first letter in book?
E.
E. What's the first letter in ring?
R.
L.
R. What's the first letter in umbrella?
U.
U. What's the first letter in shoes?
S.
S.
And what's the first letter in hat?
H.
What do you think that spells?
Brush.
A brush. But Ghosty, is there something else you need too? There is. Okay, these are a little bit harder. You ready for the harder challenge? That's the music that determines it. Okay, this is something you need for a game, and you throw it, and it tells you how many spaces you move. Does anybody know?
Chess.
Not chess. It can be. Can you hear me?
Checkers.
So it's these little like things you can throw in a game, and it'll tell you how many spaces you move.
Dice.
Dice. Who said that? Raise your hand. Good job. Okay. The next thing is something you eat in the morning instead of cereal. It's kind of gooky, and if you let it dry, you can't get it off the pans very easy. What is it?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal. I heard that. Good.
That was
Okay.
Grace's mom.
The next thing is something that makes a dark room like this, and you can turn it on.
Bam.
Lamp. And the last thing is something that's attached to your body, and your shoes go on one side, and you can put your pants over them.
What?
What is it?
A belt.
Anyone know?
Yes.
A belt.
It's a body part.
A
And
belt.
if you're wearing a dress, sometimes people can see them.
What? A belt?
No, it's a body part, and sometimes when you're wearing a dress, people can see them.
Legs.
Leg. Okay, you ready to solve this one?
We want to do that.
Okay, the first one was dice. What's the first letter in dice?
D.
What's the first letter in oatmeal?
O.
What's the first letter in lamp?
L.
And what's the first letter in leg?
L.
And what does that spell?
Oh.
Doll, that's right. You want to brush the hair of your doll? Is that correct? Come over here. Here you go, little ghosty.
Baby's scary.
Oh, the baby's not scary.
Scary. No.
These sound effects are so well timed.
I'm
Okay,
scared.
ghosty, so we'll see you at the end at the lab, right? For the Monster Mash. Are you ready? Say bye to everyone for now. Bye. Okay, guys, we're gonna go to the second room. So just hold on a second. Are you with me again? Guys, take a look at this room. This is the haunted greenhouse. We used to live here, had a lot of plants. And they had some really special plants too. I heard that there's a ghost in here. A ghost of a... Ah! Who are you? Are you a chomper plant? He's a chomper plant. Everyone say hi to the chomper plant. Hi, chomper plant. Chomper plant. We're gonna go to the lab and do the monster mash. Do you wanna come with us? Can you come with us though, or do you need something? You need something, huh? Okay, we're gonna have to try to figure out what he needs to get out of here. You guys ready? We're gonna play a game of hangman. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share the screen. Here we go. Can you guys see my screen? It should be white.
No. Yes.
You don't see anything, or do you see white?
I see white.
Okay. The first word, I'm gonna do this. Can you guys see me drawing?
Yeah.
Is a 4-letter word. Have you guys ever played hangman before?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess what I want you to do is crazy music. What I want you to do is put your hand up, and I'll try to call on you. Okay? So the first we need a word, a letter. So who wants to pick the first letter? Christine, Freifeld. You have to unmute though. Can you unmute?
Emily, what letter?
Oh.
L. Okay. There is no L in the first word, so I'm gonna make a head. Dun 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 dun, like that. Does someone pick? Who wants to pick another word? Who is that? That B? I can't see you. Hold on one second. Is that DR? Who just answered that? Raise your hand if you just answered. See, is that Tessa? Tessa, did you just say a letter? Okay, I'm gonna call on someone. How's that? It'll make it easier. Okay, let's see. Let's start with Douglas. Douglas, can you give us a letter?
Go ahead, Leo.
Q.
Q.
Q. There's no Q in this word.
Darn.
Dun, 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 dun. Right now we're hanging. How about the K family? K family, can you give me a letter?
A.
There is an A.
Oh.
So you get to choose again. You have a letter?
C.
There's no D.
She said C.
Duh. Did she say C? There's no C though either, so. Arm. Thank you, my judges in the back. How about DR? Oh, I know you. Hi, how are you? Can you pick a letter?
F.
Did you say S? That is in that. Oh, what did you say?
F.
F like Frank. There is no F in this word. How about Paige and Finn? How about Finn?
D.
There's no D.
I already said that. That doesn't count.
Does it not count? Did they ever say D? Okay, you can pick another one.
R.
There's no R. How about Jennifer Carlino?
N.
Did you say S?
N.
N. There's no N.
Yes.
How about your sister? Carlino's. Do you have one?
I'm her friend.
Okay, friend.
Okay,
Do you have a letter?
yes.
Which letter? Did you say O?
G.
There's no G.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. We're getting kind of close. Let's see. How about... Andrew's not there, huh? How about Christine? You haven't said anything yet. How about you, Christine?
Actually, he has muted.
So I make
Oh, wait.
Can you just pick one letter?
One letter.
M.
Now.
No M.
What is this? S, yes,
No one has said a couple of letters that are in this word. Okay, DR, you got another one? No H. Uh-oh, we're getting kind of close. I think there's two more things, and this guy's hanged. Pig family.
Can you think of the?
I'm over unmuting. I know it.
What's your word?
S.
S. Yes. You have another. You can pick one more. What else do you want to? What other letter?
T.
There's no T. I think there's one more. Does anyone have a really good idea? What could it be? What about Andrew? Andrew, are you there? How about Tessa and Quinn? Do you have an idea? Oh no!
I was able to that. You did T, C.
Is that scary enough? Okay, we didn't get it. I thought that would be an easy one, but though maybe the other ones are harder. Ready? This is what the answer is. They're in the news a lot right now.
Waste. Wait.
You guys see what it is?
Yeah. Wasp.
Wasp. So the first letter is W.
They're not in the news.
Okay, let's do the second one.
I'm just gonna go wrap my presents.
Okay. This is a 5-letter word. But you might get this one faster, I think. Put clues in for you guys? Okay, I'll put clues. I'll put clues in to make it a little faster. How's this? It's hard to draw with this. Okay. Andrew, do you want to start? Andrew, do you want to start? Can you give me a letter, Andrew? Andrew? A? Did you say A?
Yeah.
It's in there. Can you give me a second one?
L.
There's an L. Andrew, do you want to finish it up for 1,000 points?
P. And P.
It's an apple, right?
Yeah.
So that letter is A. Okay, that's the second one. You guys ready for the next one? Okay, this is another 5-letter word. I'm trying to make a really good one here. Hey, I'm gonna give you the Did you hear that? I'm gonna give you 2 letters for the thing to start it off. Okay. Does anybody want to take a guess? Raise your hand. K family, you want to take a guess?
E.
E. There is an E. Apparently the Switch thinks it's very funny. Get another guess?
Yeah.
Is that yours? F?
Yeah.
There's no F.
Wait.
Dun, 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 dun. There's a song hanging from a thing. How about Paige? Paige, you want to take a guess at a letter?
S.
There's no S. How about... Oh. DR. Do you want to take a guess at a letter? Okay.
I forgot.
You forgot? Brother, can you help her? Can you lend a sister a hand, brother? No? Oh, how about you, Finn?
Oh.
There's no O. How about Rob? Rob, do you want to try a letter? No? Okay. How about Jennifer?
F.
Someone just said F. It's not in there. You want to try one?
A.
There's no A. Should I give you guys another hint?
Yeah. Yes.
Here it comes. Does anyone want to try to guess what it is?
T.
What?
T.
That is correct. What did it spell?
Tiger.
Tiger. So here's the letter that we need. E. Okay. 2 more left. You ready? This one's an easy one. 3 letters. I'm not going to give you a hint for this one. Does anyone want to try to guess the first letter? Okay, K family, what is it?
E.
Did you say E?
Yeah.
Ah, correct on the first try. Does anybody want to try to guess what this is? Paige and Finn, what is it?
T.
What?
T.
It's not a T. This haunted house has a phone, apparently. DR. It's a letter? What is it? Did you say G? Like in giant? Like in the Jolly Green Giant?
Egg. Oh.
It's an egg, right? Okay, so for this one we need the letter E. Okay. Let me clear and we're gonna do the last one. The last is a harder one. It's 5 letters. Oops. And I'm gonna make, here's the little hangman. Okay, I'm gonna give you some hints. This one has an A in it. And this one has an O in it. Does anyone want to try to pick some letters? See if I can see all of you. Let's see. Tess and Quinn, you didn't pick one yet.
E.
Christine, do you want to pick one?
O.
Did you say O?
Uh-huh.
It's already in there, sweetie. Can you pick a different one? One more time. What was it? Did you say G? It's not in there. Okay. How about Rob? Rob, do you want to try picking a letter? Or Mommy? Mommy, do you want to pick a letter for Rob? Did you say R? Yes. There's an R in this. All right, does anyone else try to solve it? Raise your hand if you think you know what it is. Finn, do you know what it is?
S.
There's no S! Ah! DR.
Say it, Leo.
D.
Oh.
D.
D.
There's a D in there.
Yay.
Does anyone think they know what it is?
Say the word, Leo.
Radio.
There you
That's
go.
correct.
Yay!
All right. The last letter we need is R. Does everybody remember what the words were anymore? Now that we did this whole thing? Okay, let me just stop the share. All right. The words were wasp, which starts with what letter?
W.
W. The word was apple, which starts with what letter?
A.
The word was tiger. That starts with what letter?
T.
The word was egg, which starts with what letter?
E.
And the word was radio, which starts with what letter?
R.
What does that all spell if you take the first letter from all those things? Nothing? You got nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Water. Nothing.
Water, that is correct. Who said that?
Leo.
Leo, good job, Leo.
Oh, Leo.
Okay. Okay, here's the plants. Did you get some water?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you at the Monster Mash, okay? And we'll see you guys in the next room. I heard there's a banshee in that room. All right, here we go.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, we're in the haunted kitchen. Let's take a look at this place. I don't know if you'd want to cook a meal in here. What do you think? What's this?
Quinn, you gotta back up.
It looks kind of round. I think it's a skull. Is it a skull?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I heard that there's a banshee in here. Maybe I can call her and we can find out how to get her to the Monster Mash. You ready? Banshee! Banshee, where are you? Banshee! Ah! Here she is! Hi, Banshee!
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, not so great.
What's the matter, Banshee?
I want to tell a story.
You want to tell a story? I actually have a question, though. Do you want to join us for the Monster Mash in the lab?
Okay, but first.
It'll
I'd
make you
like a
happier. It'll make you happier.
story. Okay.
But you need something to get out of here, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell a story that will let the kids know what you need?
Okay.
Okay, so you guys ready for a story from the Banshee? Here we go.
Town of Blakesley, Arkansas, there was a house that everyone knew was haunted. It was an old neglected house on a side street in the oldest part of town. Sometimes the most wonderful smells issued from the house and filled the street with the heavenly odor of fresh baked bread. Whenever that happened, people would say that the old house must have been a bakery, or at the very least, the former home of a fabulous baker. Sometimes the neighbors would hear the sound of music and laughter coming from the empty house, as if there was a wonderful party in full swing. Whenever that happened, the neighbors would look at each other and say, "It sounds like a nice party. I wish I was invited." Whatever ghosts haunted the old house, they were benign and friendly ghosts. But even the friendliest spirits are scary, and no one ever actually went inside that house. With the possible exception of a young boy being dared by his playmates, no one ever even stepped foot on the front porch. One day, a man moved into town from a distant city. He saw the empty house and asked the neighbors, "Who owns it?" He was told the owner was unknown and that the property could be bought for back taxes. No one told the stranger about the house's curious history. The man went to City Hall and purchased the property. Soon after moving in, however, strange things began to happen. Odd noises at night, weird lights drifting from room to room, the smells of baking from a cold kitchen, and worst of all, the sound of a party when the new owners were trying to sleep. After a few days, the man's wife declared that she could no longer live in such a haunted place, and she moved out, taking the children with her. Before long, the man gave up as well. He was forced to find another place to live, but he was angry at the neighbors for not warning him about the house's reputation. He was angry at the town for not telling him that the house was occupied by ghosts. He was angry at everyone in town for treating him so badly. He went to the mayor to complain and to see if he could get his money back. The mayor refused, saying he never misrepresented the house as anything it was not. Just because a house is haunted doesn't mean you can't live there. The trick is making friends with the ghosts, learning to get along with them. So the man went to the pastor of the local church and told his problem. The pastor said, "You've been in town for a month, and only now, when you're having a problem, do you come and see me? Well, sit down and tell me what's on your mind." So the man sat and told the pastor about the haunted house he had bought. Now the pastor in this village was considered a wise man, set in his ways, conservative in his manner and beliefs. He wasn't open to new ideas, but reluctantly, he agreed to visit the house and see exactly what the man was talking about. The pastor accompanied the man to the house. As they approached the block the house was on, the pastor smelled a delicious smell. "What's that wonderful smell?" he asked. "It's ghosts baking bread," the man replied. When they got closer, the pastor stopped to listen. He turned to the man and inquired, "I hear music. Is someone having a party?" "It's the ghosts having a party," said the man. They went inside and looked around the empty house. The pastor sat at a table while the man looked for something to serve his guest. He found an old bottle of whiskey and poured a glass for the pastor and one for himself. They toasted each other's health and drank. "So you moved from Little Rock to Blakesley," said the pastor. "My parents lived in Little Rock. I know that town well." The man, it turned out, knew some of the pastor's relatives. They talked and joked about those things they had in common and felt friendship growing. They were having such a pleasant time that before they knew it, 3 hours had passed. They were gone so long, the man's wife began to get nervous. "He went to the pastor's house hours ago," she told herself. "Maybe the ghosts got him." So she picked herself up and went to the pastor's house and introduced herself to the pastor's wife. Together they pooled their misgivings about ghosts and their worries about their husbands and went to the haunted house together. They peeked in the windows and saw the 2 men sitting at a table drinking, laughing, and having a good time. The wives joined their husbands and found they had much to talk about. The laughing and talking attracted the neighbors who stopped by and introduced themselves. Pretty soon the kitchen was filled with the smell of cooking. A neighbor brought his fiddle and another brought a guitar. And just like that, there was a party. The old house filled with real smells and real laughter. It was alive again, and that, of course, was what it wanted all along. From that day to this, the old house came alive again, and its ghosts were laid to rest, never to be seen or heard from again.
That's a really good story. Did everyone hear that story? So let's do it this way. I'm gonna try to say what the ghost needs, and you guys cheer or say nay for the one that's wrong, and yay for the one that's right, okay? So Ghosty, do you want to bake? You guys can answer.
Yes. Yay!
Yes.
Do you think?
Yes.
Is that right or wrong? No? Do you want to have a party? Is that a yay or a nay?
No. Nay.
Nay, okay.
Nay.
You want to? I think I remember. You guys remember what they said at the end? To be alive again? Is that yes or no?
Yes.
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 You want to be alive again, huh?
Yes.
Well, the best I can offer you is the Monster Mash. You want to do the Monster Mash with us?
Yes.
Okay, guys. What I need you to do is set some room aside in your houses for the Monster Mash, and when we come back, we're gonna do the Monster Mash together. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is where the mad scientist does his work. See? But what we are going to do in here is invite our friends back by calling what they want. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, there was Ghosty. Oh, wait. Okay, let's call the Chomper Plant first. The Chomper Plant, what did he need?
Water.
Water. Chomper Plant, come to us. Chomper Plant, here he is. Okay. Okay, Ghosty, what did Ghosty need? Do you remember?
Brush.
The brush, come on in. Here's Ghosty. And the Banshee, what did the Banshee want to be most of all? She came anyway. She wanted to be alive, right? Okay, guys, so what we're gonna do now is you follow me. This is the Monster Mash. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay. So let's start by going like this.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began.
You guys have to listen to me. I'm going to tell you what to dance, okay? After the first mash. Everyone do the twist.
He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It got on in a flash.
Go Banshee, go Banshee, go Banshee. Okay, everyone do the werewolf. Go like this. Pretty good. Everyone do the zombie. The zombie goes like this. You put your hand like this, and you kind of go like this. Everyone do the mash. Go Chomper, go Chomper, go Chomper, go Chomper, go Chomper. Okay, the vampire. Frankenstein is easy. You put your hands out and go like this.
Dracula and his son.
The mash. Oh, not the mash. Okay, what about the scarecrow? Kind of boring. You kind of just stand there, right? What about the mummy? Mummy's kind of like the Frankenstein. And then you do the mash. Go Ghosty, go Ghosty. Okay. Another one I usually do is the blob. For the blob, you have to lay on the floor. Everyone lay on the floor.
Whatever happened to my Transylvania quiz?
Okay. Everyone do the mash.
Now the monster
Everyone up, up, up. Come on,
and
Ghosty.
it's a graveyard smash.
Chop, chop.
It's how the monster mash. Everything's true, that's a part of
Okay,
the
the last one we're gonna do. Let's do the werewolf one more time.
Everyone.
Everyone go. Ow! Everyone mash. Mash like you've never mashed before.
And do my graveyard
Come on, kids. I see you lying there. Wait, is Carrie, are you mashing? All right, guys. Thank you for coming to the haunted house today. Did you have a good time?
Yes. Thank you for having us.
To be safe, and also remember tomorrow, the library is going to do a little bit of stuff for Halloween. We have like photo shoots and stuff that you can do. One more time. Photo ops that you can do. And also some of the stores are doing trick-or-treating there if you want to do a safe Halloween trick-or-treat. Other than that, remember to wear your masks over your mask. Wear a mask on top of a mask. Mask it, okay? And I'm glad you guys came. Everyone, for Halloween. Yay! Let me introduce my ghost, so you know it wasn't all like you thought it was real. But this is my first ghost. The chopper plant was played by Timothy, my son.
Hooray!
Hey. And this little ghosty here is a real ghosty. This is my daughter, Eleanor.
Eleanor.
And the bench was played by my wife, Elizabeth. Hey. And I am your Mr. Schmidt. So thank you for coming, and we'll see you again soon. Good night,
Thank
everybody.
you. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Halloween.
See you later.